You plant them, you're happy, they bloom like crazy, and a year later you want to cry. Some plants look like a dream, but in reality, they're every gardener's nightmare. They spread, they annoy, they destroy your beds, and nobody told you beforehand. Today, I'll show you the worst imposters, and how to recognize them before your garden turns into a jungle. Number 1. Japanese Knotweed, Fallopia japonica. Japanese knotweed. Sounds like an elegant ornamental plant, right? Well, in reality this is the Hulk of plants. It grows faster than you can blink, up to 10 centimeters a day in every direction. It pushes out everything in its way, perennials, lawns, trees, all gone. And its roots? They dive 2 meters deep and crack through walls, asphalt, even house foundations. Think you can just pull it out? Forget it. Every tiny root piece, even smaller than a fingernail, will grow back. Then it's years of chemical warfare and heavy digging. No wonder Japanese knotweed is officially listed as one of Europe's most dangerous invasive plants. So honestly, if you don't want your garden turning into a battlefield, keep your hands off Japanese knotweed. Number 2. Bamboo. Bamboo? Sounds like a vacation in your own backyard, right? Well, maybe. Or it might mean angry neighbors and a call from the lawyer, because not all bamboo is harmless. Fargesia types, like the popular umbrella bamboo, are well behaved. They grow compact, stay put, and don't need root barriers. But beware. Other types, especially Phyllostachys, spread aggressive rhizomes. They crawl underground, meter by meter, into your lawn, under fences, even under the neighbor's carport. What starts as a cute bamboo corner quickly becomes a jungle that even Tarzan wouldn't touch. So if you want bamboo, always check the variety. Fargesia, great. Everything else, only with a serious root barrier, or not at all. Otherwise the trouble grows faster than the bamboo itself. Number 3. Ivy, Hedera helix. Ivy looks like pure romance, green, charming, enchanted. At first you love it. It covers ugly walls, makes privacy screens, needs little care. But skip trimming it for 2 months and suddenly ivy becomes your construction manager. It creeps into gutters, under, over, into window frames, even into the building itself. Once it grabs hold, you can't rip it off without taking the wall with it. And old trees? Ivy slowly strangles them like a green boa constrictor. Sounds dramatic? It is. So want ivy? Okay, but only with strict control and sharp pruning shears. Otherwise it will take over, and your house will soon look like an abandoned ruin. Number 4. Ground elder, Aegopodium podagraria. Ground elder. Looks like a harmless little wild herb. Ha! It's every gardener's nightmare. It may look innocent with delicate leaves, but once it settles in, game over. It spreads underground runners like an octopus on turbo. Pulling it out? Doesn't work. Every little root fragment becomes a new plant. Zombie style. Hoeing? Even worse, you just multiply it. Chemicals? Barely work. The only chance? Dig it out completely. Or maybe launch it to the moon. Or well, you make salad out of it and try to get some revenge in the kitchen. Bottom line, you don't plant ground elder, it just happens to you. And once it's there, you're stuck with it. Number 5. Butterfly bush, Buddleja, davidii. Butterfly bush, bee's friend, butterfly magnet, garden star, right? Yes, but also a sneaky problem. Sure, it smells great and looks fantastic, but it self-seeds like crazy, invades roadsides, pushes out native wildflowers, and even competes with true bee plants. In many regions, it's already classified as invasive, and not without reason. It's an eco-rebel dressed in flowers. If you want it in your garden, only plant sterile, non-seeding varieties, and still keep an eye on it. Otherwise, you don't just have one plant, but a butterfly bush monarchy. So be careful when buying butterfly magnets. Number 6. Trumpet Vine, Campsis radicans. Trumpet Vine. Wow, those blazing flowers. Looks like vacation vibes, sounds like Dolce Vita. But listen, this one's got real muscle under the hood. Its aerial roots dig into walls, facades, terraces, wherever they want. Neglect it just a little, and your romantic flower show becomes a demolition site. Shoots climb, tear through plaster, mortar, even wood. Without a solid trellis, you might as well keep the contractor's number ready. Conclusion? Beautiful to look at, but a natural wrecking ball on 4 meters of growth. If you plant trumpet vine, you'd better keep a wrecking ball in the shed. Number 7. Double roses, hybrid teas and company. Double roses, the very picture of garden luxury. Huge blooms, rich colours, pure elegance. But beware, these are for the eye only, not for nature. Bees? They can't even reach the nectar under those thick petals. And the care? Fertilizing, spraying, pruning, winter protection. Miss a step and you're left with a sad feather duster. Double roses are high-maintenance divas. And in the end, almost no pollen, no life, no joy for the ecosystem. If you want beauty in nature, go for single-flowering, bee-friendly varieties instead. Double roses? Fancy, but total imposters. Number 8. Cherry Laurel, Prunus laurocerasus. Cherry Laurel? The king of fast privacy hedges. Evergreen, dense, fast-growing, perfect, right? Well, only for you. For bees, birds, and soil life, cherry laurel is about as useful as plastic. The flowers give little food, the berries are poisonous, and the leathery leaves decompose at snail speed. Ecologically, cherry laurel is a complete disaster. And on top, endless trimming. Cut, cut, cut. If you want real life in your garden, plant privet, hornbeam, or wild roses instead. Cherry laurel may look nice, but underneath, your garden is dying. Number 9. Jerusalem Artichoke, Helianthus tuberosus. Jerusalem. Artichoke looks like a cheerful little sunflower for autumn. Edible, healthy, hardy. What could go wrong? I'll tell you. Everything if you're not careful. It spreads underground like a family of rabbits on caffeine. It creeps into beds, lawns, under fences, and every forgotten tuber sprouts new plants. Harvesting? Like a gamble, you never get them all. What looks cute in year 1 becomes chaos farming by year 2. Want to be self-sufficient? Okay. Want to keep your garden tidy? Then plant Jerusalem artichoke only in big containers, or better, don't plant it at all. Number 10. Giant Hogweed, Heracleum montagatianum. Giant Hogweed, impressive, majestic, 3 meters tall, massive flowers. Wow. But watch out, this thing is dangerous. Its sap contains furanocoumarins. In combination with sunlight they cause severe burns, blisters, and scars. Touch it without protection, and you've got a medical emergency on your hands. And it spreads like wildfire, pushing out native plants. In many countries it's one of the most feared invasive species. Beautiful to look at? Sure, but in your garden? Absolutely not. Giant Hogweed belongs on the list of plants you admire only from a safe distance. Final words. So beauty isn't everything, especially not in the garden. If you don't want to plant yourself a jungle of trouble, look twice before you buy. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. Comment below. Which imposter plant has driven you crazy before? And don't worry, here you'll get regular tips that save your garden, not ruin it. See you next time, and remember, choose plants with brains, not just with eyes.